your. Stop scrolling for 10 seconds and listen up, cause I am about to tell you the wildest true story that ever came out of my little nowhere town in East Tennessee. It's the night my granddaddy, a man who ain't scared of nothing, ran screaming out of the woods like his tail was on fire. And the only thing he'd say for the next 30 years was, "I shoulda never looked back." You ever been so shook that your soul feels like it slipped out of your skin? Yeah, that kinda night. I grew up in a holler called Sugar Cove, population 300 if you count the dogs. Back in the summer of '89, I was just a scrawny 12-year-old spending every evening down by the creek. My granddaddy, Papa Ray, lived up the ridge, hooey's. Built like an oak stump, fought in Korea, and didn't believe in ghosts. He'd always say, "Boy, the only thing haunting these hills is unpaid bills and bad decisions." So when he came stumbling out of the woods that night, white as a sheet, eyes big as dinner plates, shirt ripped to shreds, we all knew something had gone sideways bad. It was late August, one of them sticky nights where the air feels like soup. Pawpaw had gone up the mountain to check his ginseng patches. He always carried his old sickle shot, 22 and a mason jar of sweet tea. Said he'd be back before dark. Dark came and went. 10 o'clock, then 11. Me and my cousin were on the porch swing when we heard it branches snapping way too fast. Then, Pawpaw burst out of the tree line, tripped, scrambled back up, and collapsed on the porch steps, gasping like he'd run 10 miles. His overalls were shredded and he smelled like wet cave and something coppery. Granny ran out screaming, "Ray, what happened?" But he just kept shaking his head, muttering, "I shoulda never looked back. I shoulda never looked back." Got him inside, but his hands were shaking so bad he couldn't hold a coffee cup. Finally, he started talking. He said he'd been near the old abandoned mica mine, the one everybody says is cursed. The sun was setting, and he was fixing to head home when he heard singing. Not church singing, but high and sweet and sad, like a woman crying through a smile. Human from inside the mine, whose feet started moving toward it, like they had a mind of their own. He got to the entrance, a big black hole in the mountain. The singing stopped. Then, a woman's voice called his name, Raymond, slow and syrupy. Papa said his blood turned to ice. Ain't nobody called him Raymond since his mama passed. He shined his flashlight inside, and way down the tunnel he saw her, a woman in a white dress, long black hair, standing ankle deep in water. She was glowing, just a little, like moonlight on fog, and she was smiling at him. He took one step in, just one,